Have you ever noticed your dog peeking around the corner or coming into the room to see what you're doing? It's pretty funny to see them pop their head in, isn't it? Well, dogs do this for some really interesting reasons. Today, we're going to explore why your furry friend keeps checking in on you. They're trained to do it. Dogs are very smart animals, and they can learn many things from training. When someone teaches a dog to do something, this is called training. Dogs go to training classes where they learn to follow commands like sit, stay, or come here. Some dogs are even trained to check in on their humans regularly. Training a dog involves giving them commands and rewarding them when they do the right thing. When dogs are taught to check in on you, they listen for a specific word or look for a hand signal. Every time they do it correctly, they get a treat or a happy praise from their owner. This makes them want to do it again and again. Why do people train their dogs to check in on them? Well, there are many reasons. Some people might train their dog to do this because it helps them feel safe. Knowing their dog will come and check on them can make a person feel secure. Other times, it might be because the dog needs to be watchful. This is especially true for dogs who live with people who need extra care, like those who might not feel well often. Dogs that are trained to check in aren't doing it just because they feel like it. They are doing it because their training tells them it's an important job they need to do. It's a task they've been taught to take seriously, just like how students learn to raise their hand in class or line up at the door without being noisy. So, when a dog comes to see what a person is up to, it might be because they were trained that checking in is part of their daily tasks. It shows how good dogs are at learning and following the rules, just like students in school. This helps everyone in the family know that the dog is not only a friend, but also a helpful part of the home who listens and follows what they've learned. They want something. Dogs often come to check on you because they need something. Just like when you might tug on your mom or dad's sleeve when you're hungry or need help. Dogs have their ways of asking for what they need. They can't use words like people do, so they use their actions to communicate. When dogs feel hungry, they might come over to you and look at you with those big eyes. Or they might go sit by their food bowl and wait. They know that you are the one who feeds them, so they come to check on you when it's time to eat. They trust you to understand what they need. Sometimes, dogs need to go outside to use the bathroom. They might come to you and then walk towards the door, or they might sniff around more than usual. This is their way of saying, "Hey, I need to go out." They check in with you because you have the power to open the door for them. Dogs also might just want some attention or love. If they feel lonely or just really like being close to you, they might come over for a pet or a cuddle. When they lean against you or nudge your hand with their nose, they're checking in to get a little love back. Lastly, dogs might need to go for a walk. They love to explore and get exercise, and they rely on you to help them do that. When they come to check on you, sometimes they might bring their leash or stand by where you keep their walking gear. This is a smart way of letting you know what they want. Each time a dog checks in on you wanting something, it's a chance to see how clever they are at making sure their needs are met. They use the simple skills they have to communicate big ideas, just like how you might use pictures or gestures when you don't have the words. It's one of the many ways dogs and people help take care of each other. They're protecting you. Dogs often check in on their humans because they have a strong instinct to protect. From the time dogs were wild and lived in packs, they have always had roles, and one of those roles is to be a lookout. This means they watch over their pack and alert them to any dangers. In your home, you and your family are your dog's pack, and your dog takes the job of protecting you very seriously. When a dog comes to see what you are doing, they might be making sure everything is safe around you. They listen for unusual sounds or watch for strange things happening around the house. If something doesn't seem right, they will often come to check on you to make sure you are okay. Dogs have amazing hearing and a strong sense of smell, which helps them detect things that we might not notice. They might hear a car pulling up the driveway or someone walking close to the house long before we do. When they check on you after hearing these things, they are doing their job to guard you. Protecting doesn't just mean guarding against strangers or scary noises. Dogs also want to make sure you are feeling good. If you are sick or sad, your dog might come and check on you more often. They can sense when something is wrong, even if it's just inside you. They stay close to offer comfort, showing they are there to protect you from being lonely or afraid. This protective behavior is a big reason why dogs are so special to have around. They care deeply about their families and show it by being vigilant and attentive. Every time a dog checks in on you, it's a sign of their commitment to keep you safe and sound. They truly are guardians, always watching over their loved ones with dedication and love. They're curious. Dogs are naturally curious creatures, much like young children who love to explore everything around them. This curiosity is a big part of why they often check in on you. They want to know what you are doing, who you are with, and what's happening around them because everything is so interesting to them. When dogs hear a noise or see something move, they want to investigate. It could be something as simple as a new package arriving at the door, a squirrel running across the yard, or someone in the family laughing in another room. These sounds and sights spark their curiosity, and they can't help but check out what's going on. This curious nature comes from their wild ancestors, who needed to explore their surroundings to find food and avoid dangers. While your home isn't the wild, to your dog, it's a world full of mysteries waiting to be solved. Every room and every corner can have something new, and that's why they might pop in to see what you're up to. Also, when you do something different or have new things around the house, like decorations for a holiday or rearranging the furniture, your dog will likely be one of the first to notice. They'll want to smell and maybe even gently paw at these new things to figure out what they are. Dogs also pay close attention to your actions. If you're cooking in the kitchen, working at your desk, or exercising, your dog might come in to see what you're doing simply because they find it fascinating. They learn about the world by watching and exploring, and you are a big part of their world. Every time your dog comes to check in on you, it's a little adventure for them. They're gathering information, learning, and satisfying their curiosity about the world. It's their way of understanding everything better, including you. They love you. One of the most heartfelt reasons a dog keeps checking in on you is because they love you so much. Dogs form very strong bonds with their humans, seeing them as their family. This bond is like a special friendship where they feel connected to you and want to be around you as much as possible. Dogs show their love in many ways, and one of them is by making sure they know where you are and what you're doing. They feel happier and more secure when they're near you. Just being in the same room with you can make them feel calm and content. When they come over to check on you, it's their way of saying, I care about you and I like being close to you. This behavior is part of their nature. In the wild, dogs live in packs and always stay close to each other for safety and companionship. In your home, you are their pack. They check on you to maintain that close connection that makes them feel like they belong. When a dog checks in on you, it might give you a gentle nudge, a friendly lick, or simply sit by your side. These actions are their ways of showing affection. They might do this more when they sense you're upset or ill, because they want to comfort you. They understand emotions quite well and often try to cheer you up with their presence. Dogs also enjoy your reactions to their check-ins. When you smile, talk to them, or pet them in return, it makes them feel loved and important. This exchange strengthens the bond between you both. So, the next time your dog comes to look at you or follows you around, remember it's because their heart is full of love for you. They're not just pets, they're family members who deeply care about their humans. Checking in on you is one of the sweetest ways they express their love and loyalty. So this was all about today's video. Do let us know your thoughts in comments. Please subscribe to The Amazing Dogs.